Good morning, Cumberland County. This is Mariana from the Boiling Point at our midnight edition of the Watchdog Report. So, today we're going to be speaking about standing against hate. And this is going to be a message on disability, courage, and community. Welcome back, everyone. And first and foremost, I would like to start by thanking all of you, our loyal listeners and viewers who tune in week after week. Whether you're here for the wide topic and shows that we have, or you're here specifically for the Watchdog Report, your support means everything to us. A special thank you to those who stay plugged into the Watchdog Report. In a time where local institutions like the West Shore School District need real oversight and honest reporting, you show up to stay informed. You care about transparency and you care about accountability, the future of our kids and our community. And honestly, we couldn't do this without you. But today, I need to speak plainly and directly about something that has been weighing on me. There's a small but a loud group of malcontents who have made it their personal mission to attack the owner of the Boiling Point, JD. And we've all seen it. The latest wave of these attacks is especially disgusting. They're now targeting him for being a disabled man. Let me be crystal clear. This is coming from the so-called tolerant left. Their actions are not just hypocritical, they're deplorable. This behavior perfectly illustrates the deeper sickness in our community and our schools right now. Hate in and hate out. They've internalized bitterness and resentment, and they're passing that hateful spirit down to their own children. That should be a concern to every single parent and resident in this district and in this county. Let's talk about why attacking someone because of their disability is not just wrong, it's cowardly and reveals a complete lack of character. Disability does not define a person's worth, their intellect, or their courage. JD is living proof of that. Instead of wallowing in victimhood, he chose to stand up. He built this platform. He created a podcast that now reaches a solid and growing number of followers who values truth over political correctness. That takes real backbone, more backbone, frankly, than his critics have ever shown. While they are behind anonymous accounts, being keyboard warriors and throwing cheap shots at a man's physical condition, JD is out there doing the work, asking the tough questions, shining light where it's needed, and refusing to be silent. He didn't let his disability become an excuse. He turned adversity into action. That, my friend, is strength. That is true leadership. And that is exactly what our community needs more of. The people attacking him are intolerant, they're cruel, they're disgusting, they're exposed, and they are exposing themselves every day. Their cruelty towards a disabled man unmasks the emptiness of their virtual signaling. True tolerance and compassion would mean respecting someone regardless of their disability. Instead, they've chosen to punch him down, or at least try to punch him down. It's pathetic, and it's damaging our schools and our kids by modeling exactly the kind of behavior we should be teaching them not to emulate. So we ask ourselves why we have all these problems in the school. Well, because they're learning it from their parents. The tolerant left. This is what they're teaching their kids. Remember that there's little eyes looking at you, and they will model and they will do what you are allowing them to see you do. Now, to JD, keep on going, brother. Keep on going. Your matter works. Your work matters. Your voice matters. And the growing audience you've built is proof that people are hungry for authenticity and courage in a sea of performative outrage. To our listeners, let's continue to support platforms that refuse to bow to this kind of bullying. It's funny, right? We're talking about bullying adults. Huh. When we have kids bullying kids in the schools, wonder where they learned it from, right? Call out the hypocrisy when you see it. Teach your kids better and stay engaged with the Watchdog Report. Because the Watchdog Report and the boiling point, we're not going anywhere. So clutch your pearls, Karen. So I'll leave you with this. Thank you again for tuning in. If you value straight talk, share the episode, leave a review, and keep the conversation going. It is time, folks, that we call out the hypocrisy of the left. It is time that we call them out and expose them. It is time. Because these people don't know when to stop, and they need reining in. However, we'll be back soon with more on the West Shore School District and everything else that matters. Until next time, stay informed, stay courageous, and stand up for what is right. This is Mariana from the Bowling Point, signing off. And remember, don't bend your knee to these cowards. God bless.